Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of
What a load of shit!
Today we are talking about Sky Princess. So, as per usual, we are filming this month's...
No, actually it's quite good because it's only the 1st of February and we got off the ship on the 2nd of November. So we're ahead of schedule really in that, for us.
3 months later.
But it's been very, very busy. Very, very busy.
We have had a busy time. So, I think we'll start off with our general views on Sky Princess and Princess Cruises.
Okay. What's your general view?
You tell we never planned these properly.
So, I think, as you all know, we're very, very big fans of Royal Caribbean. And actually, I was pleasantly surprised by Princess. The standards that are on board were really good. Mm-hmm. The room was really sort of good. And I would definitely cruise with them again, which surprises me.
Yes, I did enjoy Sky Princess. It was a nice... Do you know what? It's an elevated experience because P&O are meant to be like a nice, posh cruise kind of... That's what they like to describe themselves.
Posh British cruise.
Posh British cruise. The point of it being posh British. This is a posh American cruise, which... it was impeccable. The standards were really up there. Even from walking on the ship, we noticed the difference.
It looked grand. How can I put... It wasn't like jaw-droppingly innovative or anything like that. It was a nice, elegant looking ship, and you felt like it was a ship, whereas some of the Royal Caribbeans you feel like you're in a big floating hotel. Yes. This felt very like it was a ship, with the crew and everything walking around in uniform, greeting you every day. The captains, it was just very... I mean, we were very lucky as well because we had it was the anniversary, wasn't it, of Sky Princess.
Which we didn't know.
So we had the original captain celebrating his final voyage on the anniversary. So it was, as you can imagine, because of that, it was really, really sort of fun.
It was nice and elevated. So we didn't even actually realise it was the birthday until halfway through the cruise.
Well, on the day of the actual physical birthday, yeah.
Which was halfway through the cruise. No, it was first formal night, so like day 4. But anyway, you'd have seen that part anyway. But we do enjoy Princess Cruises, and we actually look forward to going on them again if they are from the UK, or maybe even from the Caribbean.
However...
Oh, what's however?
We wouldn't go on that size of ship. We want to try one of their newer, more elevated.
Yes.
Because what was on there was very, very good. However, for us, personally, we like a bit more to do.
Well, as you know, we like the bigger ships, the newer ships. This one was just, it was the longest for us. It was a new ship for us, technically.
New cruise line for us.
New cruise line for us. So, I'm going to take us back now. If you hadn't guessed, Olaf's...
It's like Stranger Things. Here's my Debbie Gordon. And there's the other one.
So we stopped. Getting on the cruise ship was a different experience for us. Because, unlike with Royal, where you have, or any other cruise line we've ever gone with, where they decided to both come into the shot now, where they have the set time slots that you do it. For Princess, you have between
11
between 11 and 3, which you can just turn up at any point, and which meant everyone was there as early as they could be, so they were all just in the terminal. And what normally in them terminals, and we've been in that terminal before, takes 20 minutes maximum. We were in there for over an hour.
2 hours.
It wasn't 2 hours. It was an hour.
It felt like 3 hours.
It felt ages, but from getting into the terminal to getting onto that ship, we had a line to queue up for the check-in. The check-in wasn't bad, that was nice and swift. We then had to go and sit in a holding bay. We had to sit in a holding area and wait for that part. Then there was another queue for the security line, where they didn't have enough security lines open, I don't think.
And
did they have them all open, actually?
Yeah, and they were making a mistake because some people were skipping going into the holding bay because they saw it and joining the other queue because people weren't watching enough. So like people were coming straight into the holding bay.
Instead of going into the holding bay, they went straight on to, as soon as they called a line, everyone just went. So it was making the queues worse. Also, you had your streamline, whatever it was called, skip the queue part, which just added to the queue. And then the queues for the scanners were taking ages, so they didn't have enough staff on, because they have one male and one female for every scanner. But on our line...
It was the searching, wasn't it?
Yeah, on our line, because it's an older clientele on this cruise line, every female was getting beeped, so every female almost needed patting down.
All those nipple rings.
So...
Those older clientele with their body piercings. I think it was pacemakers.
Well...
And plastic metal hips and things like that.
It's underwires of things and stuff like that.
Oh, is it that?
Yes.
I put it down for the hip replacements.
No, it's the underwires. And walking sticks.
Yes.
So... that was taking a bit longer because they had to wait and they couldn't let anyone else through because the queues were all being backed up. But anyway, we then got on the ship. Once we got on the ship, it was a lovely experience. We sat down, we had some lunches.
At the cafe. My favourite, International Cafe.
International Cafe. So the whole... and then getting into the room wasn't too bad. We had to wait a while for our cases. Well, you didn't, but I did, and so did Dan and Dave.
Yeah, we got in the room about 1:30.
Funny enough, the first lot of cases we dropped off was the last lot of cases to be delivered. Don't get how that happened. But anyway, the room was lovely. One downside for me was there was no towel animals.
Oh.
No. Cheeky. But the thing with this ship and this cruise line, well, this class of ship, was a medallion. Now, this is a game changer, and I don't know why other cruise... I think the medallion is trademarked by Princess, but the other cruise lines need to adapt it, because this was brilliant. We could order food whenever we wanted, wherever we wanted. Drinks as well, so you could literally be sitting by the poolside. It wasn't specific to the area, so they were wandering around shouting your name slightly, which is fine, but it meant you could just get it whenever you wanted.
But we got that because we were on a certain package on board.
Yes, we did get the package. Oh yes, I forgot that. So we got the middle package, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
So...
got Plus.
Plus. Medallion Plus.
Princess Plus.
Princess Plus. Which was for us a very worthwhile, beneficial one to have. And that got us drinks to a certain level. It
$15.
$15. And then how many drinks a day was it? It was 15?
I think it was 15.
Something like that.
Alcoholic.
We had 3 of the ultimate desserts a day.
2 premium desserts per day.
I don't know. We had exercise classes we could go to.
Went to loads.
We had Wi-Fi. We had
1 device per person.
It was worth getting the upgraded thing, especially then.
2 casual dine-ins per cruise.
Yes, and then to get the Medallion Plus
Premier.
Whatever it was, medallion thing where you got the room service and all that was very worthwhile because we were always ordering room service. If we weren't feeling very well, like the day I was seasick, I ended up in the evening getting things brought to the room, I think it was, or if we didn't want to go out for the day, we got it sent to the room. We could have breakfast in bed. It was very worthwhile.
We just fancied a key lime pie.
Yeah, Johnny just wanted a key lime pie.
Bring it in.
For the evening, because their buffet was okay, but if I wanted a burger for the evening, I could get it brought in.
Let's talk about food in a minute.
Well, why don't we talk about food now then?
Okay.
So, food, Johnny, you obviously want to talk about food.
Well, it's your favourite subject. But I must admit, main dining room, although good, I didn't find there was much choice. I've never been on a cruise and eaten in the buffet because there was more variety and higher standard in the buffet than in the main dining room. Don't know whether that's just because we're picky. Don't know whether it just wasn't the kind of food that we like. But we did struggle.
Some nights we struggled to find something for all of us to eat on the main dining room menu. Especially where sometimes you thought you were ordering something and it turned up and you went, oh, that's what it is. So then it wasn't really... You ended up going to get food later as well because it wasn't what you wanted. But the rest of the food was amazing. The World Fresh Marketplace
buffet.
which is a buffet, which is split into certain areas. There was always something there to find to eat for us.
And amazing, and high quality as well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, cooked to order kind of level of buffet, a lot of it in the evening. I love buffet in the daytime because I can have picky stuff. Usually I'm very much, because of dietary requirements, a main dining room, take your time, sit, all of that element. But I really, really struggled. I don't know whether it was because it was 14 nights on a main dining. So we probably did eat in there 7 times, the main dining.
I'd say it's probably half and half. Some of the nights we ate in the buffet because we weren't feeling well. And it was easier to go there because if you wanted to leave, you could. Whereas when you're in the main dining room, you don't feel like you can leave. Because, we will say this, the wait staff in there were brilliant. And do you know what I remember as well, actually? You picked the level of speed that you wanted the dining to go at.
Yeah, you did.
You had the slow, you had medium pace, you had fast. Which
you had our lot. You just did it off advancing.
We didn't realise this had the pacing of it. So the first night we said this is really, really slow. It took almost 3 hours to eat our meal.
But we marked as
slow, we realised. So we upped it a level. Well, actually, I think we put it as fast.
Yeah.
And then it went and then into an hour, 45 minutes for the speed.
For 3 courses.
For 3 courses.
And drink and coffee.
Yeah, so we went in the middle. But we did have some amazing waiters and waiters. Dragster was our assistant waiter. He was brilliant.
Amazing.
He was very, very good, bless him. He was always doing things for us.
Above and beyond, in my opinion. So if he saw that our drinks were empty, or the waiter was busy and it looked like we were ready to order the next course, even though he really shouldn't have, and he told us this, he came over and sort of said, listen, I'll get you started, I'll write it down. They might need to ask you if I write it wrong or do something, but let me get this gone for you so that it's a better experience. Really, really helpful.
Because they were rammed some nights, and some nights the main waiter, obviously he has to go around every table. And so he was busy, so yeah, Dragster saw we were waiting for ages to order.
I'm sure it's not Dragster, but
that's what we called him. That's what it looked like it was called. And you're nicking my water.
I am.
He said he didn't want water. So yeah, he came and did the ordering. It was brilliant.
Amazing.
So poolside menu though, I didn't find the pool bar very good for food. I thought it was going to be amazing because it was like chicken tenders and chips and that kind of stuff. But when I got an adult-sized chicken tenders and chips, there was 3 very small chicken tenders, which some people were like, that's fine. But they were literally like tiny, tiny. It looked like a kid's portion with hardly any chips.
It was great.
Johnny loved it because it was kid-sized portions. But I thought it was a bit...
You should have ordered 2.
Yes, I should have ordered 2.
Me, Mum and Dad found it was ideal. What we would normally have for lunch kind of thing. But to be quite honest, I most of the time went and got crackers. And
yeah, you got your crackers and cheese anyway. The room service menu was good.
It was, yes.
It was very good.
Key lime pie.
Yeah, if you hadn't guessed, he likes key lime pie and he keeps going on about it.
To the room.
I'm trying to remember what else was like free dining.
You had burger. I had quesadillas delivered.
No, but as in, like, there was poolside, there was room service.
At the poolside as well. The other side,
yes, slices. They had popcorn every night for the movies under the stars. And even if you weren't going to movies, I had a bag of popcorn most nights. I just walked past and grabbed one because it's complimentary.
That was that, and that's available from the ice cream place.
Yes,
got ice cream.
Free ice creams up on the pool deck. What's down in the promenade apart from International Cafe? Just that, isn't it?
Just that, really.
And the dessert place.
Yeah. And then that was on the ground floor. Then as you went up, you had the 2 casual dinings, which was Alfredo's and...
But that's what I'm thinking for the free basic. You've got the poolside stuff and buffet
and main dining
and International Cafe.
And main dining.
Well, our main dining room. So for lunchtime, you had the buffet or the main or the casual dining, not casual dining, or the poolside. So it wasn't bad. We then had the upcharges. He really wants to be in the video today. We had the upcharge stuff. So we had our casual dinings, which was Alfredo's. Was the sushi included in that as well?
You could, in your casual dining, you could have had like the tapasy thing at the wine bar place.
Oh yes.
Or you could have had sushi at that bar
Sushi
in the
bar.
middle.
So the problem we had with this, the casual dining is, we would love to have gone to the tapas, but you had to sit down at a table in the wine bar in order to get this. Now there's probably only 10 tables in the wine bar, and they were constantly busy. You could never get a table.
Yeah, I mean, there was tables, there was sofa seating, there was all that kind of thing, but people were in there having their drinks, watching the stuff in the atrium.
Because it was atrium seating, it was all just people just chilling out some of the times.
Not many people were actually in there for the wine bar, and they were playing cards in there. And when I turned around and asked the waitress if we could have the charcuterie, the tapasy thing, she said, if you can get a seat, best of luck, but I can't serve it you anywhere else unless you stand at the bar.
So for us, that's not good, really. So that needs to be looked at, really. If people are just sitting there playing cards, move them on. So we've got people who want seats now, or at certain times of day, make it like there's
for dining only,
podium waiter. You can come and have a seat. You're really getting in the way today, aren't you?
They could have just done the dining tables as people dining for a period of time,
and the sofas being seated
for anyone else. Yeah, you know, it's a little tip. It's not an issue.
No,
but we would have liked to have partaken.
Yeah, we would love to have done it. We couldn't. So then, going up a bit further, you had this specialty dining. So you had the fish restaurant, which I can't remember even what that was called.
We just walked past, didn't we?
Problem was, it was in the main atrium again, up on the 3rd floor, so you could smell it all the time for us. Yeah. We had Crown Grill.
Yeah, that was lovely.
Is that what it's called? Crown was very good. It's their version of a steakhouse. It was very, very nice.
Yeah, they had like a bar attached to it, didn't they?
Yes, they had the bar at the front, and then the Crown Grill.
The pianist. The pianist.
We had a good night in the Crown Grill, apart from the sommelier.
Yes.
She was a bit stuck up for our liking. Because we weren't going to have wines. We knew what wine we were going to have. Because Anne and Dave liked a certain wine now, and Johnny likes a certain wine, and I've now found a certain wine I like. So that's what we were going to have. And because we didn't want her opinion, she didn't want to know us. Which we thought was interesting. Is that it for specialty dining, though?
Yes.
Just a 2 on that one?
Yeah, because the 2 are casuals, our speciality, but they were included in our package, Alfredo's and thingy. So that's it, yeah.
I thought there was more. But all the dining...
Oh, there's an Italian, but we chose not to. Sabatini's.
Where was that?
By opposite guest services, almost.
Oh, yes, I do remember now. Yeah, we didn't go in there. Because for our party, there wasn't a lot to eat for everybody.
There was loads for me.
Loads for us too, but for your mum and dad, they didn't want to go in there. So, plus we've done Italians on other ships. It's fine. But dining, 9 out of 10. Oh, we're keeping you up.
Yes.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 for me.
I'm going to say for non-main dining room, I'm going to get 9 out of 10. Main dining room, I'm going to give a 7.
Oh. Okay.
I really struggled. And I chose because I had to choose. Not because I really wanted it.
Okay.
Really, they didn't have French onion soup half at the time.
No.
You know, which is a staple, in my opinion. And they never seem to have things that, you know, you would necessarily class as staples. You know, like your tomato soups, like your prawn cocktails, like your...
yes. Yeah, if I'm honest, some of the times I did just pick
Caesar
something.
salad, and you just felt that you were picking something because you had to
pick something because you were there. Yeah, I will admit that, yes. And desserts, actually, for most evenings in the main dining room, they were very similar. There was always a love boat, always a sundae, and then one other one that changed, I think. But yeah, so dining was really good. So we're going to move on now to... What should we move on now to?
Things to do and entertainment.
Yeah, I'd say entertainment and things to do. So, even though there's always something to do on that planner...
There's no shuffleboard.
I forgot there was no shuffleboard. So Johnny wasn't happy with that. Yeah, even though there's always something on the planner to do, there also seemed to be not a lot to do at the same time. Because, like, the golf course is not a golf course. It's a bit of green carpet for you to push a ball around on. We hardly ever went to that back area, did we? Because there was nothing there. What else is on there for basketball? I can't even remember the basketball end.
What's it called?
Table tennis.
No.
Where was that?
the thing where you hit it into a net. Golf, but you hit it into a net.
Lacrosse?
No! Driving range.
Oh! Was that on there, was it?
Yeah.
Where was that?
At the back.
I can't remember that. But, yeah, there wasn't much entertainment to do like that during the day. They had, like, their towel folding demonstrations and their talks and guest speakers, which, again, older clientele. Halloween, there was a few things to do.
Ooh,
You had your pumpkin carving, you had all that kind of thing. You had your fancy dress parade.
Sorry, my foot's gone to sleep.
But yeah. And do you know what was interesting though as well? The things when it was good things to do,
There was too much.
there was too much and it was all happening at the same time. Because they also didn't leave enough time to get from one place to the other. Because, as you've seen by the videos, Johnny's mum loved Princess Live every night.
Very good.
Princess Live. But they started at like 9 o'clock, didn't they? And then the show was on at 10 every night. So Princess Live would be 45 minutes. If you wanted to get a good seat for the show, you'd have to leave Princess Live about 9:30. And you'd miss half the stuff. Because
Yeah, we ended up having someone being a seat holder, didn't we?
we sent someone off to go and hold the seat and the rest of us would stay and watch the end of the show. Or the quiz or the game show, whatever was on in Princess Live.
But if you had someone that was a bit more adventurous, you probably wouldn't have just gone to Princess Live every night. But mother be a mother.
No, but if I'm honest though,
It was good.
if you didn't, you'd have had an hour and a half to do nothing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. You could have gone and sat in the Crown and listened to the pianist in there. You could have gone to the jazz club and listened to the act in there.
True,
You could have gone to the main atrium and there was people performing in there. There was loads and loads of like general musicians and things like that. Mum wanted to be entertained, not just listen, and liked Princess Live because it was a bit of a fun, game showy kind of, interactive kind of environment. But there was plenty else if you wanted that. Other people we met and knew, used to sit in the jazz club or sit in the, or sit outside Crown, just listening to music.
But the point I'm getting is that it wasn't staggered enough. It was 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and it would all last 45 minutes to an hour. So in order to get good seats, you had to leave things early to get to the next thing. That was a downside to it. Like the day you guys did Deal or No Deal. No, it wasn't that. It was The Voice. You and your mum watched The Voice
In the theatre.
and I went and got the bingo tickets and a seat in the other end because it was finishing one end with 10 minutes to spare to get to the other end of the ship. And I knew, because it was the last day, I knew it was going to be busy, and I got us a chair, and loads of people didn't. But the entertainment was still very good. It was top notch. I had an issue with the theatre sound because the bass was just overpowering. You couldn't hear. No, the bass wasn't loud enough, wasn't it? That was it. The bass wasn't loud enough, and you couldn't really hear. Camera cut out, brilliant. So yeah, the bass wasn't loud enough to support the singing.
It's all about the bass.
It's all about the bass, no trouble. But some shows were the opposite, where the bass was just phenomenal. All the travelling acts, their bass was great. So you could hear them, you could hear the song, and it was fine. Don't know what happened with their actual production shows, but the bar, the cafe, whatever it was called, the last one we watched, we all loved and raved about. You don't remember that one, do you?
I do, but I don't know what it's called again. Spotlight Cafe.
That's it, Spotlight Cafe. That one would 100% recommend going to. Now the staff, they worked tirelessly because you had the opening show, which even though it was raining outside, was great to see that in the atrium. You also, the entertainment staff were always great, always there ready to talk to you. We took part in elevator roulette, whatever it was called.
Did?
I did, it was great fun to do. You wimped out.
It was funny watching, and that was the funniest thing.
Yeah. There was always something to do, it was always good, and the entertainment and the activity staff are very, very good, I thought.
And the daily versus guests was really nice touch, and sort of...
Yeah, because everyone always came back and always wanted to join in to do it.
It made you sort of... I don't know if it's a weird thing. Made you appreciate the staff more. because they were hands-on.
Yes, because it was all the chief officers. It wasn't just like you never saw them. They were always there every day, the head of beverages, the head of everything, to take you on for the challenges.
Some were rubbish.
But getting on to the staff were all, apart from the smellier, were all lovely, all very friendly. Everyone said hello. It made me laugh the day they all had to do they had to do a full-on evacuation drill, even on their rest days, and you could tell they weren't happy with it because they were...
They were telling us they were happy with it.
You literally, the alarms were going off, they were wandering down, and they were like, all going, we were like, you having fun? No. But it was great. But they were so lovely, and we got on with them so well.
The only thing I can say, and this is the opposite thing to the only downfall of the medallion. When we've been on cruises before, we get to know the barman, and they get to know what drinks you like, what drinks
I guess so.
they would recommend, anything like that. So like Scott's been on before, and because he likes a certain thing, they've gone, oh, have you tried so and so? Whereas because of this,
yeah, because you're not going to a bar; it's just been brought to you by a waiter.
You don't have that.
Yeah, I guess so.
That element of, oh, try this, you might like this.
Yeah.
Because I've been in places where they've gone, oh, I've ordered Jack Daniels, they've gone, oh, try this old fashioned, and I've tried it and really liked it. Or try this, or try the so and so, and it's really, really handy like that. That's how you got onto those on P&O, those wine spritzy things, because they recommended it, because you had the Apra spritz and then you had something else afterwards.
Oh, that was a drink of the day, though.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
But he recommended it.
He recommended that as well. They recommended a drink of the day.
But, you know, all of that element, it was a bit lacking because of the medallion. Not because of the staff, but because of the medallion.
Yeah. Staff without a fault throughout the whole... I don't think we even found a cruise member, apart from the smelly who was a bit off, but she was all right. That we came across that was rude to us, really, or anything like that.
No. Cruise director...
What's wrong with it? It was not.
Came from Southampton.
That's the downside, yes. We had a lot of English staff on there, actually. Even though it was a Caribbean American cruise line, I know they sometimes put more English staff in when they're in a UK port, but there was a lot of UK staff. All the entertainment were virtually UK, weren't they, apart from two?
What was the girl?
Which one?
In the entertainment staff that did the quizzes, who we didn't know whether she was actually that simple and no common sense, or
Holly.
Holly, amazing. We love you, Holly. If you watch this, I don't think you will. But oh my goodness, you were either really, really thick or just brilliant at your job.
You made it. Yes, you did make us. The fact that we followed you and there were two mats, wasn't there?
Yeah.
You and the really posh mat around when you did your shows, just so we could make sure we were seeing what you were doing.
Yeah.
So it was a lovely ship. Everything was quite modern-esque. It was easy. Oh, do you know what we haven't talked about yet, actually? The spa. Because we did the day in the spa. The thermal spa.
Oh, yes, we did.
And I actually really enjoyed that thermal spa. And it was interesting, the fact... Oh, and the sanctuary. We haven't touched the sanctuary yet. So we're not doing our roundup. I was going to do a roundup, but now we're going to go back. Spa and sanctuary. We'll do that as one whole thing. So the spa, we were told when we got on, you could either buy a week's package or a 2-week package. We went 2 days later, and we got a daily package. And they only let a limited amount of people in that day. And for us, actually, it was very beneficial. Because there wasn't a lot of people in there. It was a bit of a rocky day. So...
We chose what was going to be like the last main sea day, didn't we?
Yeah, it was day 3 or 4 of our sea days. So that worked well. And it was such a nice spa in there. There was 3 or 4 thermal...
saunas,
That's
steam
the
rooms,
word, I can think then.
The lassos.
You had the little pooly thing as well, which was buttoned.
Jets.
And it was we spent a couple of hours in there. And it was just nice to just spend a couple of hours in there. Now, the sanctuary... We picked a cabana for the sanctuary.
Because, and there was 4 of us.
Yes.
And when we worked out the price for per person to go and just have a sunbed, the price to have a cabana and share that between us
wasn't much more.
Not much more. And we got so much more space and privacy, and
Now, I will say with this, because if you do the sunbed, you guarantee the sunbed each. But because of the cabana, you get 2 sunbeds and the couch. Now, because it was not a busy day in the sanctuary, we managed to wrangle a 3rd sunbed for you, didn't we?
No, I didn't got it.
Okay, you just went and got it. But we had 3 sunbeds and a couch in the end. But the food in there was great. They came around with the afternoon tea. What we didn't realise, when you do it, if you do a cabana, ask for as much alcohol as you can, because they bring you bottles and you take them home. Whereas we thought we were just ordering drinks.
Because we were on the package, I think that was though.
Okay, maybe. But anyway, if you're on the package and you go into Sanctuary, you order bottles. You get to take them home.
It wasn't because we were on the package.
I thought it was just came with it.
Because you picked from that the minibar. The minibar was included. So, because we were in the cabana.
Yeah, that's what I was on about.
The minibar was included in it.
Because the cabana had the minibar, had the TV, had a little storage area, had tables and chairs. It was just so much nicer to have than sitting just on a sunbed out by the edge. Had this little hot tubby thing, but it was just for a sea day in one of them ships where the past 2 sea days we'd had, we struggled to get somewhere to sit. It was busy. Oh God, look how messy you look. But having your own seat, your own little area, being waited on hand and foot, was nice and was worth the money, I would say.
Yeah, we treated Mum and Dad on that one, didn't we?
Yes, we did. But we'd definitely do that again. If we're going on the Princess Cruise, we're going to look for the Sanctuary and see if we can get that again, because I would even pay that just for the 2 of us.
I would, yeah.
Because it was so nice.
And out of the ordinary. In the especially when you look at sort of the price is comparable with a poolside cabana
on Royal. Sorry, technical difficulties today. Johnny is product placement. I'm going to have to blur that out now. You were saying comparable to Royal Caribbean's cabanas by the poolside.
Yeah. So the cost of the
I don't know what you're trying to say, so I can't even help you.
So the cost of the Sanctuary is comparable with the cost of a poolside cabana on Royal Caribbean. Yeah, I think you get far more.
Get loads more of the Sanctuary.
Far more privacy, far more luxuriousness there than you do just having a sunbed in a wooden box on the.
No, that is very true. Because yeah, you got all the food for the Sanctuary. With the Royal Caribbean ones, you get drinks and possibly some snacks. I think you just get drinks and a sunbed by the pool.
They'll serve food to you from the thing, but I don't think there's like a separate sort of like afternoon.
No, it's like we had afternoon tea. For the morning one, there was. I don't even know what it was.
But we could have ordered anything else as well from the menus.
Yeah, they had menus. Well, you saw I had edamame. You had cheeses.
Yeah, but that was from the Sanctuary menu, but we could also have ordered from the main menu.
Oh, I've got what you're saying now. Yes, we could have done it all then. So, in short, well worth going to the Sanctuary and paying the extra money for that. I think we're going to do our final roundup.
Okay.
So, as we said at the beginning, we'd 100% go back on Royal Caribbean. We'll do that as well. Go back on Princess Cruises. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I'd have a lot to do for 14 days, but we did. Nice rooms, nice facilities. Yeah, the only thing I'm going to say about the room is the balcony. We chose it because of the fact that it was at the front of the ship, and it was we thought it would be more private than it was. So for our balcony, it was an extended balcony, so you had an extra 10 foot, whatever it is, putting on that much. Probably about 5 foot, 6 foot. Where the other balcony stopped, we had extra. Downside, like Johnny is trying to say, is all the other balconies, you've got someone above you, so you literally can't see down into you. Because ours is extended, everyone could see that end of the balcony. So you didn't really want to go and sit out there, because especially with the people upstairs from us, whenever we went out on the balcony, they seemed to go out and watch what we were doing for some strange reason. But if you sat on a normal balcony, you can't be seen. So yes, it was good to have the extra space. Downside, we didn't use it because everyone could see us. And the clunking. clunky. Oh, because we were right above the anchors. So on the this is about to day 2 on the sea day where I got extremely sick. Because of the wind and the ship's movement, the anchors were banging against the edge of the ship. It was very clunky, very bangy. We have learnt, we should know this anyway, but we're never going to go that far forward again when we're going on the Bay of Biscay or doing something like that, because the ship was doing this at one point. And
rolling at the same time.
And I could feel everything. I do some good seasickness tablets. I use Quells, but this didn't do anything.
Everyone apart from me felt it.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel it.
Yeah. Half the ship were in bed that day. But the front, if we'd been back in the middle a bit more, it probably would have been better, because even when I was in bed, I could feel it still going like that. And what is Olaf doing? He's rummaging. I think he's trying to hide his treat. So, general roundup. Food out of 10. You've already given it a 7.
Already done it.
I'll give it a 9. Entertainment. I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah, 9.
Just sound quality and the fact there was so much scheduling conflicts.
I liked it. It wasn't that the scheduling conflicts. I think just
the ship.
They just need to sort it out. It's not against the actual acts. I loved every single act. Some of the local acts were brilliant. The Noise Next Door, I would highly recommend if they're ever on the Improv.
Janine, I think I tagged her in a few cruises ago.
Absolutely brilliant. I don't think there was much I didn't like in the great way of that.
No.
The only thing, there was one person doing a quiz, and it was just a bit sort of
her quiz we got a bit tedious,
long-winded and staged, and just
her voice was very flat. Staff, I'm going to give a 9.
Yeah, 9. Yeah.
And the ship as a whole, I think is a 9.
Probably agree.
So, from our recommendations, go on Princess Cruises. It's good to have.
If you're wanting something that is,
it's a 5-star service.
A cruise,
it really is.
A luxury. Did you get what I mean, though?
It was a nice luxury to have. Yes, Royal is family friendly.
Yeah.
Princess is family friendly, but with that elevated standard.
But I wouldn't say
nicer.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was because of the hoity-toityness. Maybe it was just because we were on a cruise with lots of older people and it was the time of year.
Maybe.
But I just think Royal aims at families. It aims at, activities, everything like that. This doesn't.
No.
This aims at an itinerary, a beautiful ship. And I would love to do it in somewhere like the Norwegian fjords or somewhere like that. Or Alaska.
Yes, that'd be brilliant.
Because it would be the ideal ship for something like that. Mm-hmm. I would also say, if we're gonna do it, maybe try a bigger Princess, because they've got some added extra bits to it.
I want to try one of the new ones. Like this is Sun Princess, is it the new one?
I don't know, but they've got some extra bits to it.
They look nice. But all in all, we did enjoy it. We would highly recommend it. If you've got any more questions about Princess and Sky Princess, drop them in the comments below, because we always like to see what you think of our reviews and any more questions you need answering. All that's left for us to say is, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button at the top, hit the like button down the bottom, and hit that notification bell so you know when we do upload our videos. It gets you into our algorithm. Otherwise, you lose us. We don't want that. Like I said before, put the comments down below. Thank you for watching our videos. We do hope you all enjoy it, and it is a great fun for us to make these as well. Last thing to say, safe travels.
And thank you for being a friend.
Bye.